Additional to all units, possible hostiles near your location.
Monitoring for unusual activity.
All units, we are after the suspect. Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted sweeping area.
I'm terminating the search. Fall back. Over.
Security here is state-of-the-art, quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
What a Ross!
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
Please, I need help.
Fucking idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, you wanker? Stupid git.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
At least she didn't chip your brain. Probably knew you would have rather died than bend to her will.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
services abroad. Activities to authorities.
Boże! Nie!
Look at the state of you. Look what you've done to yourself after everything I've done for you.
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to the venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, Ma'am. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
Is that initiative I'm smelling, Peter? Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted. Fuck's sake.
This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
The microchip keeps her slaves in line. If they get too ambitious, zap! She hits them and takes their organs like the cattle.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
Looks like me got a real handle on this DedSec business.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Me don't know whether to thank you or slap your head, Bagley.
Don't pay too much attention to Bagley's comments. Excellent job.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelly's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
It's what you got, Bagley boy.
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
I love having options. Pure freedom.
I've marked both on your optic. There's a potential recruit you may want to check out. Pushing your location. I hate to interrupt you while you're busy resisting, but I thought you might want to know that one of your operatives just got grabbed off the street and shoved into an unmarked van.
Shit!
I'm reconstructing their CTOS data now, and it looks like they were being trailed by an enemy of ours right before they were kidnapped. A woman who you managed to piss off during your escapades. Find her, and she'll lead us to our operative.
Okay, I'm on it.
The kidnapper is nearby, carrying on with some unseemly new associates. You should be able to find our missing operative's location on her optic.
All personnel must have been evaluated at 5,000 hours of active duty. Failing to do so may result in demotion.
You hear something?
What an arsehole!
There's something
You're outmatched!
Send me some help!
Your comrade is now taking an Albion-mandated timeout. You're up.
Well, fuck. Let's get this over with then.
The kidnapper is nearby, but our operative isn't. She must have stashed them somewhere else. Scan her optic and I'll see if I can track down the location.
Disabling or otherwise interfering with CCTV cameras within the centre is prohibited and punishable by law.
Please, help!
All letters and parcels delivered to the complex may be subject to search by Albion personnel.
Quiet here at the moment.
Christ on a bike.
got now?
Got an access denied notification.
I'll have to call it in. But this is your bloody job.
Enhanced security protocols are in place. All non-essential activity outside of residence is prohibited.
Get an APW.
You don't have to take them alone.
I'm sure they're still in the area.
You're brilliant.
All persons on the premises must at all times carry valid identification and be prepared to present it to Alpha personnel upon demand.
And you're welcome for not killing you.
GPS analysis complete. I've got a bead on our kidnapped operative.
Send me the coordinates.
All units, possible suspect. All suspects reporting near your location. Received. Responding to the situation now. Immobilize that vehicle!
Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Search units disengage. This search is pointless.
The missing operative is here. They survived this long, so try not to get them killed in the home stretch.
Stop wasting my time, useless dog.
For the love of God!
This is...
Thank you, dear.
Stay down. Stop resisting. Easy. Dipshit.
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area. Over. Moving inbound to hostile.
Control, we're pursuing the suspect.
I can't handle this myself.
Anyone have visual? Anyone? Received, we are in pursuit.
Being recorded by the GBB.
Are you always such an agent? Enough. I'm ready to fire. Let's resolve this quickly. Help me! I'm gonna kick your ass! I'll put you down! Everybody down!
Officer in critical condition. Critical. Over.
Please.
Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect? Over.
Whoever finds them.
All good. I'll try somewhere else.
Drone, initiate search.
Nothing here. Drone, initiate search of the area.
No visual
Suspect
target.
must have made off.
Pursuit. Over.
Find them!
Activity will result in arrest.
Get her out.
Sending location on a 1033. Advise conditions.
Seems like you got away. Our friend is back in fighting shape and another enemy of DedSec has been thwarted. Nicely done. Good news. It's time to put your life on the line for the Resistance.
Took long enough.
Better move on.
People of London, all illegal activities will be prosecuted. Always surrender to Albion personnel. There will be consequences for those who fail.
Fucking stop!
Is that so? You are the scummer everywhere. Think your big men round around with your guns?
Sick members.
I hate putting Mary Kelly on the back burner while she continues to destroy lives with those microchips, but for now, we've no choice.
Then perhaps it's time to have a closer look at the elephant in the room. Nigel Cass, billionaire warmonger and current CEO of our local horde of thugs, Albion BMC.
Cass certainly profited most from the bombings. We can inspire London to resist from now till forever, but it still won't break Albion's grip on the city. Not with Cass at the top.
Yes, we have to take the fight to the boss man. Cut the head off the snake. But how are we gonna get Cass and Albion to fuck off out of London?
Bagley's come across a possible gap in Cass's armor. An ex-insider, ex-friend with an axe to grind. He'd be an asset if we can find and convince him to work with us. Come to the safe house. We'll talk it through.
Literally and figuratively.
How are you doing? I hope you don't mind me getting situated in your safe house. Crime marches on, and so will I. There are still cases that need to be closed, if you'll help me.
Okay, I'm on it.
Excellent. I uploaded a case to Bagley. He can brief you on it.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government, led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
It's shady as shit.
It is. So that's 2 reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
Can Kelly's been sending a ton of crypto to an unknown party in Cairo. Something to do with Kronos X.
That new drug, right. The cops were trying to keep it off London streets. Back when the cops tried to do things.
It's a highly addictive psychotropic with a staggeringly high fatality rate that stands to make Clan Kelly a lot of money.
Yeah, no matter how many bodies they rack up.
Well, the phrase Finsbury New Project keeps popping up in their comms, if you'd like to take a look into it. It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
What's going on?
Yes? I remember the last time I got locked out. Right away.
The beach is real.
Never know what. What, do you need a couple or something? Calm down,
Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Time to introduce ourselves, then.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Fucking paranoid.
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Say no more.
Why does this always bloody happen?
What's your tone,
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
You think I could get through those windows up top?
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
Okay, I'm on it.
Yeah, no, I told him that. Yeah. Oh, what did I do?
Right.
Should have warned me about this thing.
Who's driving that thing? Oh, that's sick. Oh, that thing's possessed.
Shit! I got to get through all of these traps.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
Okay, I'm on it.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
Together
traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
All right. Take it easy.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Please, think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Wait, cool it, man. Albion knows you're in the city. You have to run.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Shit, Bedrin. We know. Why else do you think we come here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Nah, you're not listening. We need your help and we got no love for Cass. Bastard did the bombings and tried to kill us.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what...
Move!
Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. You table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move it!
Shit!
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Oh, God.
Stand by for further developments.
We are on the trail. Driving into the vehicle, over.
Why won't this stupid thing just back off?
We are in pursuit. I say again, in pursuit.
Negative. No vision of the suspect. Can anyone see the suspect?
search has yielded no results. Report back to HQ.
I think all that excitement convinced our new... friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.